and we're now joined in the studio with Tony Cox. He's going to be telling us all about the 8th Sheppey Darts Classic. Good evening, Tony, and welcome along to the show.
Evening, Daniel. It's funny, it seems come around so quickly nowadays.
Yeah, I can't believe how quick it's come around since last year.
Yeah.
Could you tell us a little bit about yourself and your role within the Sheppey Darts Classic?
Well, I've played darts since I was 15 years old, and when I joined a team which consisted of army personnel in the barracks at Bluetown, I've almost always, apart from a short break, played for Sheppey teams. I then graduated to Super League darts and captained Sheppey for many years. I took over the running of the Sheppey Darts League when Brian Robson moved to Spain, and still do so today. I'm not such a good player as I used to be, so I enjoy running the league and competitions now instead of the playing.
What is the Sheppey Darts Classic, and how did that start?
I started the Sheppey Darts Classic 8 years ago with the help of Caroline Sams and John Fraser. Unfortunately, John left last year due to other commitments. The idea was to bring major dart tournaments and players to Sheppey. This, I think everybody agree, has been achieved.
Tony, when is the event, and what is the format for both days?
Well, this year's event is again at Merlin's Complex, Laysdown, and it'll be held on the 5th and 6th of June. On the Saturday we hold a pairs competition, a ladies singles and a youth singles competition. Sunday's the main event, when it's a singles competition open to anybody at all.
If you're a local player, how can you enter?
You can download an entry form from www.sheppeydarts.com or telephone me for an entry form on 01795 875263. We will be advertising in Darts World again, so there'll be entry forms in there as well.
Tony, if you enter as a darts player, are there any prizes?
Oh yeah, on the Saturday we always pay money in and money out competitions, but as the ladies and the youth competitions are not supported as well, I try to add a bit more to the prize fund for them. Sunday's the main event, and the prize fund is usually £7,000, with the winner getting £2,000 and the runner-up £1,000. Payment is then down to the last 16, with extra payments for the furthest lady and the furthest Sheppey player. So really we need more ladies and youths to make them numbers up.
How are you funded?
Funding is usually done by sponsors and advertising in our full colour programme. Due to the financial burden on companies, it was a struggle last year, so I'm hoping this year it will be a bit easier. It's taken a long time to bring this event to Sheppey, so we do not want to lose it now. If you would like to sponsor a board or advertise in the hall and in the programme, you can telephone me again on 01795 875263. Sheppey Taxis have come aboard only today to sponsor the youth trophies. Merlin sponsor the main winner, and SJC Transport sponsor the runner-up.
Tony, how big is the event, and how far afield do players come from?
Well, we expect about 300 to 400 people each day, with about 250 actually playing darts. Last year we had players from Ireland, Scotland, Wales, and even a few from Spain, as well as England of course, and our local players. So yeah, they come from a fair distance.
Who won the competition last year?
Last year's competition was won by Clive Barton with a terrific final. He beat Sheppey's own Jeff Harkup in the final. So it was really great to see a Sheppey player in the final. We've been waiting 7 years for that to get a Sheppey player. Now we want a Sheppey player to win it.
Tony, if there are some of our listeners at home and they're interested in darts, are there local clubs that they can join?
There's many pubs and clubs on Sheppey, and a lot of them need a player or two, and there are at least 2 venues that I know of that would like a team to play for them. If you're interested, give me a call. I'll put you in touch. If you do not have to be good, just keen. As long as you're a keen dart player, you'll be welcome.
Tony, could you just refresh our listeners when the Darts Classic is this year, and those useful contact details for us again?
Well, the Classic is on the 5th and 6th of June at Merlin's Entertainment Complex, Laysdown. The web site is www.sheppeydarts.com, or you can telephone me on 01795 875263. And on our website, by the way, right from the start, we've got photographs up from the very earliest of the darts classics that we started, so you can go back and look and see if you're on there.
Tony, I'd like to thank you very much for coming along.
And I'd like to thank you for having me, but I'd just like to say we'd like to welcome BRFM again, because we know you're going to come along and do some interviews on the day. So, and also this time, we're actually making a DVD of the whole weekend.
Right.
So that's going to be a first for any tournament, so we're looking forward to that as well.
Tony, once again, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Daniel.
That's Tony Cox here at the Monday Night Community Show, telling us all about the 8th Sheppey Darts Classic.